I'm working. I'll catch up. Okay, good morning, Ringette fans, and welcome to the Canadian Ringette Championships. It's a little frosty inside the arena here at Tony Graham on ice pad number 1, or A. Today we have Richmond Hill U16 team, they're Ontario 3, playing against the visiting team from Manitoba. Richmond Hill wearing their black and gold for the team from Manitoba. My name's Lucianne Inglesby, and I'll be on the microphone today. I've been involved in Ringette since I started playing a long time ago. 1969-70 was my start, so seen a lot of changes in the game since then, and it's been excellent. All of those changes have been very positive. We've got the 30-second shot clock, we've got the free play line, we've got no stick colors, and no more figure skates. That's really the best, because those were dangerous. Anyway, so today we're going to see some excitement here with these young teams. For many of these players, it will be their first time at the Canadian Ringette Championships, so kudos to them from their achievement of making it to this event. Our sponsors here for Ringette Canada are the Government of Canada, Gatorade, Athena Ringette, and Ringette Sticks. We've got event sponsors, Ottawa Tourism, the Government of Ontario, RBC Wealth Management, Booster Juice, McNally Gervin LLP, Athena, Gatorade, Serganor, Hertz, Dom Sports, Ringette, NAMI, Annabelle, Isa Live, Ajay Hollingsworth Personal Injury Lawyers, David Hollingsworth Professional Corporation, and Melika Consulting. So, we'll start, so this is, in this division we play 4 times 10, with the visiting team starting with the free pass for the first and the third periods, and the home team will start for the second and the fourth quarters. So we're just about done with our warm-up here, just 15 seconds left. Here come our officials. We've got Duncan McCory and Megan Howes today. Both of them, it's their second year officiating at the Canadian Championships. First year was last year here also in Ottawa. So again, as with the players, kudos to them on their achievements in making it to this event. It's not for the faint of heart to be an official at this level. It takes a lot of work, a lot of commitment, just as it does for the players. So welcome to them. And the other off-ice official is the shot clock operator, Mario Perriard, from here in the Ottawa area. So with the game start being at 11 o'clock, that means the warm-up clock doesn't start until 11 o'clock. So the teams got out here early. It's their first game, trying to get rid of some of the first game jitters, the nerves, and get themselves settled into game play. So we've got, as we said, the Ontario team. Ontario has 4 teams in this division. Richmond Hill is the team that qualified third, based out of their Ontario AA provincials. Manitoba just has the 1 team here at this event, also based on their provincials, the winning team. So the coaches of the teams for Manitoba, we have Lynette Penner as the head coach. Assistant coaches, Bryn Krawchuk, Heather Lamont, Michaela Del Carmen, and Ryan Bannerman. Team managers are Cheryl San Clemente and Christy Plugman. and I apologize if I say any of these names incorrectly. I did try practicing with the teams. Richmond Hill provided us with pronunciations. Manitoba, the team staff was very helpful in letting me learn how to say them properly, so hope I don't screw up too badly. Richmond Hill team staff: Sarah Ianni and Adam Natche, Karen Bunting, Christina Mongolo, Sarah Reynolds, Julia Roman, and Aaliyah Natche, and the team manager Leslie Ward. Again, like we said, from Richmond Hill. Team Manitoba, I believe, is from the Winnipeg area, but I forgot to ask that question when I was talking with the team staff. If I get that information during a break, I will let you know. So, getting the opening announcements here from the timekeeper's bench and the game announcers. Teams are going to wind up their warm-up here. We should be hearing the horn from the game clock, the whistle from the referees at 30 seconds left in the timeout, so they're in the warm-up, so that they can get to their team cheer and we can get started. Okay, so for those who aren't familiar with our game, we start the game with a free pass, similar to like a throw-in basketball or in soccer. Once the referee blows the whistle, the team has 5 seconds to put that ring into play, and then game on. We use a 30-second shot clock, again similar to basketball or to lacrosse. From the time a team gains control of the ring, they have 30 seconds to take a shot on net. If that doesn't happen, there's a stoppage in play, and the free pass is awarded to the opposing team. And now I'll probably jinx it here, but for those who want to know, if the game is tied at the end of regulation time, we will play one sudden victory overtime period, and if it's still tied after that, then it will be considered a tie game. So Manitoba starting with the ring. That's number 14 with the ring now. That's Natalie Prins. She makes the pass up to number 11 to Vienna Waldner. Waldner with the ring behind the net, looking for a setup here now, trying to break through the triangle, but Richmond Hill is not allowing that. Clock winding down for them. Shot goes wide of the net, but the defense picks it up for Richmond Hill. And Manitoba picked that ring out of the crease, so it goes to a goalkeeper ring. A goalkeeper ring is something that replaces a free pass, where it would have been a defending free pass. We give the ring to the goalie, blow the whistle, and they have 5 seconds to put the ring into play. This time it was Richmond Hill inside the crease, so it will be a free pass to Manitoba. So taking the free pass is Scarlett Hyde. She passes it off to a teammate. The free pass, it has to go to one of your teammates. Well, I mean, you can't pick it up yourself. It could go to the opposing team, but nobody likes that part. So Richmond Hill trying to break the ring out. Just a miscue there. And now goalkeeper ring again for Richmond Hill. So making the throw out. Great pickup there by number 2 for, that was Lily Whale. Ring up in the Manitoba end. It was a carryover of a blue line violation by Manitoba. So now it will be Richmond Hill with the ring in the Manitoba end. So on the ice, we've got Madison D, Ava Ferrer, Katie Bunting, and Richmond Hill with a shot from quite a ways out. Saved by the goalie. Now Manitoba gets it out, passes across ice to the teammate. but she misses the ring. Richmond Hill trying to dig it out, and it makes a good check there on Manitoba. That's Kalena Wong making the check. But Manitoba picks up the ring. They're coming out of their own end. We've got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And there was contact made on that ring in the... Nope, the referee's gonna check here. The question mark is here, when we have the shot clock expire, the ring placement is based on the last contact of the ring. So either way, because we've had the stoppage and a discussion rather than a goalkeeper ring, it will be a defending free pass. So Richmond Hill defense taking the free pass. And that Manitoba is successful in checking the ring carry right at the blue line. Brings it back in, but then Richmond Hill returns with a check of their own. Goes up to number 88 for Richmond Hill in center ice to her teammate, number 51, Elise Faulkner. She does a drop pass off to her teammate and goes for a line change. Shot didn't get through the defense. Manitoba picks it up. And we've got number 11 with the ring for Manitoba. Now 44, that's Sierra San Clemente. Drops the ring off to a teammate. Shot on goal by Scarlett Hyde. That goes wide of the net, but San Clemente picks up the rebound. Time running out on the shot clock. And it just dribbles in. Shot from the front there. That was number 22. Marika Plugman with assists from Scarlett Hyde and Sierra San Clemente, I would think. All involved in the play. They may not officially get assists, but certainly some good teamwork there. So Richmond Hill will get the free pass now. To start, that's number 11. That's Madison D. Gets the pass over to her teammate Ava Ferrer and then a good check on the boards there by Manitoba. And number 35, Piper Pisney-Posiak comes up with that ring. Passes coming up. And again, a beautiful play, breakout by Manitoba. So that was some great give and go passing. Pisney-Posiak passed it up from the defending zone to her teammate in center and then got the return pass, made a nice move on the goalie, a backhand to the goalie's glove side. So, and now Richmond Hill coming back with the ring. Sorry, a false start there. I think we have an error on the scoreboard. I believe it should be 2-0 for Manitoba. It's showing 1-1 right now. So with the off-ice officials paying attention to that, the clock didn't get started on the referee's whistle, so we will start over again. Okay, so Richmond Hill with the ring. Pass up to number 88, that's Charlotte Nache. She drops it off to her teammate, 77, that's Madeline Avila. Nache's got it back. This time, oh, great shot there by number 7, Teresa Zhu off the post. So Manitoba comes back with it. It's now Annabelle Pelletier with the ring. Passes it off to her teammate, number 9, Devin Reedy. Reedy passes it up to Waldner, Vienna Waldner. Great check there inside the Manitoba end. That was number 51, Elise Faulkner, but Manitoba is able to get it back again. So Manitoba cycling while they change their forwards. We've got Annabelle Peltier with the ring. She drops it off to Sierra San Clemente. Goes for the line change, and number 22 comes out. And the ring stuck under a foot there. So we stop the play, and Manitoba will get the ring back. And then something, the referee is looking at something on the ice there, something along the boards. Okay, so Manitoba with the ring. America Plugman taking the free pass off to her teammate Scarlett Hyde, back to Plugman. Plugman just went off of her stick there. Richmond Hill passes it back up. Now this is a two-line pass. That means Richmond Hill passed it up across two blue lines. That means Manitoba has first crack at the ring, and you saw, I don't know if you noticed there, but the referee did an all-clear signal. That meant once the Manitoba player moved towards the ring and then didn't play it, then they're calling it all clear, all play, free play for whoever wants to play it, including the player who passed it there. But in the end, Manitoba picked it up, got it out to center ice, and then Richmond Hill picked it off there, and they're coming back with it. So this is Bunting here with the ring. That's Katie Bunting. There's twin sisters, Katie and Kristen, number 4 and number 5. So Manitoba with the ring just inside the Richmond Hill blue line. Some good aggressive checking there by Katie Bunting. And she gets the pass over to her teammate and then back again. That's number 9. And I think we have a penalty here to Manitoba. Yep, we've got a cross-checking penalty to number 66, Callaway Sutherland. So Richmond Hill will go on the power play. Now, as you notice, there's that ringette line, that free play line right at the top of the circles in each end. Each team is allowed 3 skaters inside of that line. In this case, with the power play, Manitoba is shorthanded by a number of skaters, only 4 on the ice, but they're still allowed 3 inside that line. If they were to earn a second penalty, then they would be restricted to 2 skaters inside that line in their own end only. The other time where we might see a difference in number of skaters inside the lines is when a team has pulled their goalie for an extra skater, an extra attacker. So, free pass, Richmond Hill, number 77. Again, that is Madeline Aaliyah. She makes the pass to number 7, Teresa Zhu, back to 77, and then to 88, but it bounced off her skate. Manitoba picked it up just outside the line. Richmond Hill trying to get the ring back, but made some good checks, but couldn't quite stab the ring. Tied up along the board, so that's a stoppage in play, and at that one, that's what we call move it or lose it. So Richmond Hill had the ring, weren't able to move it. Manitoba was able to tie them up while they're trying to get the ring, so it becomes Manitoba's ring. So this is going to be number 9 for Manitoba, taking the free pass, gets it to Pisny Posiak. Number 9 is Devin Reedy, and they get the ring up to the Richmond Hill end. But not successful in, they get it tied up there, so Richmond Hill ends up with the ring. Goalkeeper ring for Richmond Hill. Goalkeeper passes it off to her defensive partner, makes the pass up high. So to number 4, that's Kristen Bunting. And just off the stick again. Manitoba makes the check, it comes back to center ice, but it goes back to Richmond Hill. That was number 31 picking that ring up, Alyssa Cho. Now Richmond Hill changing their forwards. We've got Katie Bunting with the ring right now. Looking for her teammate to make the pass to, gets it across, then gets the drop pass back, takes a shot that goes high and wide. And just before the buzzer, we get a reset of the shot clock. Manitoba has the ring, carrying it out. That's Piper Pisny-Posiak, passing it to her teammate, Devin Reedy. Reedy makes the pass out to center ice to number 28. That's Claire Wiebe. She's out, and she ran into her teammate, number 11, Vienna Waldner, but Waldner's able to get that ring. 4 seconds left on the penalty. Just about got the penalty kill done here. And the penalty is done. We're back to full strength for Manitoba. And the pass just, some good work by Katie Bunting to block that pass, but her teammate wasn't able to pick it up outside the line. Her defense did, though. And here they come out with it again. Pass goes up to Avila. Oh, Avila was looking for a pass from Teresa Zhu, but couldn't quite get the handle on it. Zhu's got the ring down in the corner, takes the pass and gets the reset. But the ring stays with the Manitoba goalie. She gets it out to her teammate, Abby Harris. Harris with the ring, trying to bring it out, being checked aggressively by Zhu. Passes to her teammate and it goes by her, so it gets picked up by Avila. Avila now with the ring. Richmond Hill changing their forwards. This is Lily Whale with the ring, cycling around. Kristen Bunting coming out. And then a pass off to, back to Whale. Oh, and Whale got right in amongst the defense there. Great job cutting through that triangle. Gets the shot on net. Great save by the Manitoba goalie. And now another shot, this time by Suki Wu. And now Whale with the ring again, cycling, trying to draw the defense out. She makes the pass across to Kristen Bunting. Pass, and Kristen gets a shot that gets the reset on the shot clock. So now again, trying to make the pass out front. And that's the end of the first quarter. Wow. So, great job by both teams. Manitoba building a 2-0 lead on goals by, I believe it was Plugman and Pisny-Posiak. And Richmond Hill establishing some good work in the attacking end, in the Manitoba end, late in that quarter. So now change of ends. Richmond Hill will have the free pass as the home team to start this second quarter. And both teams getting instructions from their coaches. It's a 1-minute break in between periods. So not a lot of time, but they've had months and months of preparation coming into this event. So really, it's at this point, it's last-minute adjustments, things that they're seeing in the course of that period to try and reset some of their players, get them back on track. In the case of Richmond Hill, and same thing for Manitoba, but still reinforcing what they did really well in that quarter. So Manitoba ready to go. Richmond Hill with a last-minute cheer, last-second cheer, and here we go. Okay, so Richmond Hill with the free pass to start. It's number 31 taking the free pass. Passes it off to her defensive partner, number 10, who gets it up to 17. That's Suki Wu. And she gets it up to her teammate down in the, oh, and quite a move, good move there to Kristen Bunting. Bunting gets it over to Lily Whale, takes a shot, but good save by the Manitoba goalie with the right leg there on that one. So Manitoba has come back with the ring now. This is Callaway Sutherland passing it off to her teammate, Michaela Ediger, but unfortunately, Sutherland slid in the crease after she made that pass. So Richmond Hill goalie gets the throw out to her teammate. This is out to number 29, Brianna Zhao. Over to Wong. It bounces off the Manitoba skate, but Zhao's able to pick that up and get it up to the attacking zone to Katie Bunting, and then Katie gets it over to Kalena Wong. Manitoba made the check there and comes back with the ring. And now we've got number 14, Natalie Prinz, bringing it up for, gets the pass into the attacking zone. Just goes off her teammate's stick, Annabelle Pelche, but number 14, Natalie Prinz, is able to pick it up. She's cycling around behind the net. A drop pass to number 11, Vienna Waldner. Shot on net, saved by the Richmond Hill goalie. The Richmond Hill goalie is number 50, Jordan Hosford. And again, number 11 with the ring, cycling around, Vienna Waldner looking for a teammate, but the pass doesn't get through the triangle. Richmond Hill defense picks it up. She gets it out to center ice to Avila, and then Avila made the pass back to her defense. It went right back to the end boards. So now that's Avila with the ring, gets the shot on net, and then picks up the rebound. Some good work by Avila there. Still has the ring. Now goes off of Manitoba stick and out into center ice. It's picked up by Zhu. She gets it up to her teammate, but again, Manitoba gets it out, and then Richmond Hill gets it back again. So this is number 2, Lily Whale with the ring. Richmond Hill changing their forwards, so Whale is just going to skate around with it till she gets some teammates out here. She's out there, makes the drop pass, picked up by Manitoba, but good checking right away by the Richmond Hill forwards. And 17 for Richmond Hill comes out with the ring. Suki Wu drops it off to Whale, back to Suki Wu. Shot on net, and a good save by the Manitoba goalie, now looking for her defense to throw it up to. And some great checking by Lily Whale there, and she's able to get that ring off the Manitoba defender, and now goes for a line change. So the ring gets dropped off to Charlotte Natche. She's waiting for her forward teammates to come out. Tries to break through the triangle there, but gets checked by the Manitoba team. But they're now Manitoba in the crease. So it will be a Richmond Hill ring in the Manitoba end. So this is Charlotte Natche, Madeline Avila, and Teresa Zhu. Oh, nope, not Teresa Zhu. Sorry, it's Madison D out there on this line. So now we've got Natse with the ring, cycling around, gets the shot, trying for the pass, but it goes right to the goalie. Passes after defense and makes a great pass right out to center ice. And now Sutherland's got it in center. Drops it off to number 10 to Michaela Ediger. Shot and scores. Again, some great give and go passing here by Manitoba. Ring for Ediger, had it, passed it up to her teammate Callaway Sutherland, and Sutherland passed it back to Ediger inside the Richmond Hill end. And a great break in on the goalie. Shot and score. So I believe it should be 3-0 Manitoba, not 2-1. So Richmond Hill with the ring from center ice. And the ring now up to Lily Whale. Looking for, in the corner there, looking for a pass. Gets it to, great job there. Gets it to Kalena Wong. Gets a shot on net and the rebound. And the reset of the shot clock. So now it's Suki Wu with the ring. Again, looking for a teammate. Passes it off to she passed it off to Wong, but Wong missed that ring, and we had a jumble up in center ice. And now Richmond Hill defense picks it up at their own blue line. Coming up, that's Ava Fair, and she gets it up to Kalena Wong. Wong with the ring. Richmond Hill changing some of their forwards. Drop pass. And there we go. Shot and scored. Great job. That was Charlotte Natche with that shot on net. Goes to the backhand, and Richmond Hill gets on the board, and it's 3-1 now. So that was some good work by Kalena Wong with a great drop pass to Natche, and she breaks through that defense and gets a good shot on net. Okay, so I think they are trying to sort the scoreboard out here, because now we got 4-0 showing. So the referee is over there chatting with the off-ice officials, the timekeeper and scorekeeper, to get this corrected. So now we're at 3-1. Okay, so Manitoba with the ring, number 44, Sierra San Clemente. Passes it off to her teammate, Devin Reedy. The pass up goes a little too far. Richmond Hill defense picks it up, but is immediately double teamed by Manitoba, and they get the ring back again. So this is 21 with the ring. Oh, nice pass down to the corner there from Scarlett Hyde, passing it down to San Clemente. And now the pass to Plugman. Plugman tries a shot on net, gets the reset, but Richmond Hill comes up with the ring. Oh, and just Richmond Hill going for the line change. So Manitoba was able to pick up that pass in center ice. And now we've got the free pass for Manitoba in center ice. Okay, so Manitoba's ring here. We got 4 minutes left in the first half of the game. Okay, and a good pass up there by Monica Buron. Oh, now Manitoba trying to break through that triangle and completely gets stuffed on that. Richmond Hill up, back with the ring. Back pass doesn't go where they wanted it to, and Manitoba comes back with the ring. We've got number 10 with the ring. That's Michaela Ediger, the most recent goal scorer for Manitoba. She gets the pass across over to Claire Wiebe. Wiebe with the ring back to Ediger. Ediger over to Sutherland on the other side, cross ice, 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that's going to run out. No, sorry, it hit the goalie just before that horn went off for the shot clock. So it will be Manitoba's ring again. They do get the ring back. There's just not enough time in that situation for the shot clock operator to get that reset done. Oh, so the referee's just checking where people are. They're not allowed to be in the crease. So she's making sure none of them are. The goalie up high in her crease. Manitoba, free pass. Pass from Annika Gelino. So again, they're trying to break through the triangle. Annabelle Pelche and Richmond Hill not making it easy for them. Double team check there, and the ring comes out. Brianna Zhao comes out with the ring. And now we've got another penalty to Manitoba, and this one's going to be a major. Okay, it's a 4-minute fully served penalty. It's going to be number 41, Jordan Jadick. So it's a major penalty for body contact. A major penalty is generally something that is done in an aggressive manner, or in this particular case where the initial contact is from behind her to the head, then it's then it becomes a 4-minute penalty. There's no discretionary thoughts on that one for the officials. If it's from behind or to the head, the initial contact, whether intended or not, it will be a 4-minute penalty. So that's Kristen Bunting with the ring, gets it up to her forward partner there, number 2, Lily Whale. And out there also with number 17, Suki Wu. So this is Whale with the ring, coming up high, trying to get through the defense. She gets the pass up to Wu, but that... And now we've got tie up for the ring, Manitoba with the ring, goalkeeper ring. So here comes Manitoba with the ring. That's number 35, that's Pisny Posiak. Gets the pass off to her teammate, number 14, and checked there by Richmond Hill. But still able to come up with the ring was Natalie Prince. She gets it up to Claire Wiebe. Wiebe looking for a teammate up in the attacking zone. So some aggressive checking there by Richmond Hill. And in the crease there by Richmond Hill. So it will be a free pass for Manitoba. That was number 18, Annika Gelino, trying to make something happen there and trying to kill some time on that penalty. So Gelino with the ring. She's out there with Wiebe and Reedy. Passes it off to Wiebe, back to Gelino. And that pass just off the stick, and so Richmond Hill picks it up. They're coming back. And this is great save, great shot, and a great save there. That was number 77, Madeline Avila, and a wonderful save by the Manitoba goaltender. So pass up to Gelino, goes a little too far. And now that was Nache with the ring. She gets it up to her teammate. That's Avila with the ring. And she's out there also with Zhu. And Zhu takes a shot and scores. Good job by Richmond Hill to really press on this power play opportunity. So it's now 3-2, and as we said, that's a fully served penalty, so still has to stay in the box. So Manitoba with the ring here at center ice after that goal. So we've got that's Sophie Hammerla with the free pass off to her teammate Abby Harris. Harris looking to go deep to the corner there. But it's picked up by the defense by Brianna Zhao. She gets it up, goes a little far, but Bunting's able to still get that ring and get it up to her teammate. It goes a little too far, and Manitoba defense picks it up. Coming back with the ring. And now 44, San Clemente with the ring, drops it off to Claire Wiebe, cycling down in the Richmond Hill and killing some time. A great pad save, wow. Good job, Richmond Hill, and that is the end of the half. So, 3-2 at the end of the half, still for Manitoba. 2 goals from Richmond Hill in that quarter. So now we've got, again, a break for halftime here. And again, it's just a 1-minute break. In the NRL, it's the breaks are longer, but here for U16 and U19, it's 1-minute break in between each of the 4 quarters. So again, last-minute instructions, corrections, adjustments from the team staff to the players. So some really exciting stuff out in that game, and I'm finally going to get the number of the Manitoba goalie and announce it here. I missed out on the last break to catch that for everybody. Both goaltenders really made some excellent saves in that game, some good shots on net in that game, so kudos to them. And when we start the third quarter, Manitoba as a visiting team will have the free pass. They are still playing shorthanded. That 4-minute fully served penalty for body contact to Jadek. So the goalie is for Manitoba is number 55, Kaylee Robbins. Okay, so as we said, Manitoba with the ring. So Devin Reedy, no, sorry, not Devin Reedy, that was 35. That was Piper Pisney Posiak. Gets the pass up to number 11, Vienna Waldner. Waldner makes a great pass over to across the other side of the crease, just missed. But they're able to pick up the loose ring. And again, Richmond Hill in the crease. So it will be Manitoba's ring. Trying to get the ring back to the goalie, but too deep into the crease on that one. So Manitoba with the ring. This is Pisney Posiak. She's out there with Sierra San Clemente. And Callaway Sutherland. Sutherland was setting up a screen in front of the net. Now she's moved to the corner of the crease. Looking for a pass across from her teammate potentially. Back to screening the goalie. Now the pass down to the corner. Picked up, Pisney Posiak has moved up to help on the attack. She's a defense. But then she drops back immediately there when Richmond Hill picks up the ring. High-low pass up to Kristen Bunting. Just goes off her skate. And now we've got a penalty coming to Richmond Hill. It will be a tripping penalty. So this is their first penalty of the game. And really, Manitoba's only had the 2. So Kristen Bunting with the tripping, earning the tripping penalty there. So it'll be 4-on-4 for about 15 seconds until the last of that 4-minute penalty to Manitoba expires. And now we have the penalty. Actually, the first penalty, the 4-minute penalty, was put on the wrong side of the clock. So they put the 2-minute penalty up to Bunting, and now they're both on the same side, which can become an issue if we get into a multiple penalty situation. Like if Richmond Hill was to earn a second penalty during this 15 seconds, then we would have to shift that. So ideally, we try and catch that stuff before it occurs, like when the 4 minutes went up. But, I think they're looking to adjust that now. And so it's unfortunate when things like this happen, because we end up with this time lag here, and it can interrupt the flow of the game. But now we've got so Manitoba out there, Devin Reedy defense, and she's kind of shifted up to help out on the attack until her teammate gets out of the penalty box. She's out there with Monica Buron, who is her defensive partner, and then the forwards are having a chat now, trying to set up their play. So that's Charlotte Wiebe. And I think it might be San Clemente out there with her. Nope, it is not. It is Gelano. Okay, so we've got the 15 seconds off the one side of the clock. I'm going to try and get it up on the other side of the clock. And we've got, you can probably hear the Manitoba fans here. They've got their noisemakers, their drums, they've got their buffalo hats. Manitoba has always been incredibly organized with their cheering in the stands. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so that's number 10, Michaela Ettinger. Out there with Devin Reedy. Reedy cycling around, waiting to kill off some of that penalty to Jadek. Drops the pass back to Ettinger. Ettinger over cross ice to Charlotte Wiebe. Or sorry, not Charlotte, Claire. Claire Wiebe. My apologies, Claire. Okay. And there, shot clock expired. Almost, it was very hard to hear, but expiry of the shot clock there. Goalie ring for Richmond Hill. Coming out with it, gets the pass up, bounces, oh. Okay, so that bounced off of Zoo's stick, but at the same time, she got checked pretty hard into the boards, and we're going to have another Manitoba penalty. This is Monica Buron. Just a minor penalty, I believe, for boarding. Just a miscue on her step there and ends up putting her opponent into the boards. So now Richmond Hill free pass down in the Manitoba end. And again, we're 4-on-4 for over a minute until the Richmond Hill penalty expires. So Katie Bunting with the ring, trying to size up the opportunities here. Cycling around, waiting for her teammates to position themselves. She's out there with Ava Fair. And with number 77, Avila. And she fakes the pass to Avila and takes a shot from quite a ways out. The goalie makes a save on that, and Manitoba picks it up. Now the pass goes to Avila's feet. She picks it up and gets it back up to Bunting, to Katie. Katie with a pass over, back to Avila, back to Bunting. Avila picks that loose ring up. It gets caught up in Bunting's skates. Changing players now, Richmond Hill. So Avila with the ring, makes the drop pass. Picked up by Fair. And then Whale makes a play on the net just to get the reset. The goalie miscues on that throw out. Richmond Hill picked it up and had the opportunity for a shot, but it goes wide. Manitoba picks up that loose ring. Now Peltier in center ice for Manitoba. Richmond Hill gets the ring back there, gets the pass up to center ice. Their penalty is done, so they're back up to full strength. And some give and go there to Kristen Bunting. And some good aggressive checking there by Richmond Hill on the Manitoba defense. They were able to tie the ring up, and it will be a free pass for Richmond Hill. Some good work by that forward line out there of Richmond Hill. We had Whale and Wu and Kristen Bunting. So free pass for Richmond Hill. So this is Natche with the ring. Gets it over to Teresa Zhu. Okay. And now we've got, so Richmond Hill is short-handed there. They've got another one in the penalty box, and there's no time on the penalty clock. So Manitoba now gets a shot on net. Great save by Robbins. She gets the ring out to her teammate. I think the referee lost sight of the ring, thought it was under the Manitoba body there, so it's going to be a free pass to Richmond Hill. So now we're going to get the penalty time up on the clock here for Richmond Hill, I believe. Okay, so going to be a free pass. Who we got out there for Richmond Hill? We've got Danica Swift on defense. We've got Katie Bunting out there, and we've got, I believe that's Elise Faulkner. Oh, no. Richmond Hill taking this opportunity to change some of their line. Change the forward line, so we're back to Natche and Avila, and I believe Teresa Zhu out there with Danica Swift. So Richmond Hill setting up the free pass, immediately changing players. So now we've got Katie Bunting back out there. Katie gets a shot on net. Not successful. Rebound. Richmond Hill picked up the rebound, had another shot, but it didn't get through the Manitoba legs. So Manitoba now gets the ring back up. Drop pass, almost missed there. Devin Reedy is able to pick it up. And Manitoba now at full strength. But again, we have the penalty on the wrong side of the clock. That penalty is not to Manitoba. That's up there, the 48 seconds. That is Richmond Hill, the time left on their penalty. But now we have a second penalty to Richmond Hill for body contact. So now they're actually both on the wrong side. So Manitoba with a 3-on-2. As we said, when a team has two penalties, they're only allowed two skaters inside of the ringette line. So definitely an opportunity here for Manitoba. Shot on net to the short side. Goalkeeper makes a great save there, gets it out to her defense, pass across to the defensive partner, up to Kristen Bunting at center ice there. She drops it back to her defense, to Caitlin Choi. Now Caitlin's able to get it up to center ice. Kristen Bunting fighting hard to get that ring, but Manitoba is able to come up with it. But the pass goes right to Richmond Hill in the defensive end. Bounces off a stick though, and Manitoba gets it back. Oh, a shot from the from the top of the triangle there by San Clemente. Does not, it goes over the net, over the goalie. So Richmond Hill with four skaters now, so they are back to having three inside their own defending restricted area, the free play line there. Manitoba cycling with the ring now. The Richmond Hill defense really pressing to get them out across the line so they can add their forward into the check. And now we've got a shot clock expiry, so it will be a goalkeeper ring for Richmond Hill. And the throw goes high, and Manitoba is able to pick that up. So now resetting the clock and resetting their forwards, making some change. Oh, and a shot there by Claire Weeb. Gets through the traffic. And now it will be back to a two-goal lead. So we're just waiting for that penalty time to come down off of the clock. So usually when a goal is scored, with many clocks, when a goal is scored and it goes up on the scoreboard, then a penalty automatically comes off. But because the penalty was on the wrong side here, it wasn't an automatic adjustment. There we go, and we're ready to go. So Richmond Hill back at full strength with the free pass at center ice. And that's Teresa Zhu passing it off to Faulkner. Faulkner gets it ahead and then up to the corner to Avila. Avila out there with Natche. Avila trying to spin through the triangle there, but doesn't work. But good back check by Zhu. She picks up that ring. Natche she breaks through the triangle, gets the shot out there. Great blocker save by Robbins. So Manitoba coming out with the ring up to center ice. Goes off of the stick there, and Richmond Hill gets it back into the Manitoba end. Avila trying to get it across to Zhu, but doesn't quite work for her. So now we've got another penalty coming to Richmond Hill. Body contact. So the penalty is to number 77, to Avila. But the stoppage in play, I believe, was for Manitoba having the ring on both sides of the blue line, and that's why it would be Richmond Hill's ring. I think the official in the circle is just waiting for confirmation from his partner. Yeah. Yes, so she confirms that it was in fact a blue line call against Manitoba that caused the stoppage in play, so it will be Richmond Hill's ring, but they still do get the penalty. So Katie Bunting taking the free pass, and now over on the sideboards looking for a setup here. She's out there with Alyssa Cho, and the ring now behind the net. It's just really trying to draw Manitoba out, but they're not biting. And the Richmond Hill player ended up in the crease. I believe she might have been knocked in the crease by her opponent, but unfortunately the official was watching the play instead as opposed to the stuff on the sides, because they can't see everything. So Richmond Hill down in their own end with the ring, and there'll be a tripping call against Richmond Hill. No, sorry, against Manitoba. Tripping call against Manitoba. So it will be Richmond Hill's ring down in the Manitoba end again. So we just need for somebody to go to the penalty box here. Okay, no, the penalty was to Richmond Hill, as I thought in the first place. So it will be Manitoba's ring. They will have another 5-on-3 for over a minute here, minute and 18, until the first. Okay. I'm not quite. Yeah. Okay, so there was 2 in the penalty box from Richmond Hill, and then One left and now going back. Okay, so it's Katie Bunting who's got the tripping penalty. So we have to get the time back on the clock for the first penalty, which should be 1:18. And then it will be free pass for Manitoba. That's Vienna Waldner in the free pass circle to take that free pass. She's out there with San Clemente. Makes the pass to Annabelle Pelletier. Pelletier with the ring. Gets the shot from the top of the triangle. Goes to the stick side on the goalie. On Jordan Hosford. Really on a 3-on-2, it's a high percentage chance that the team with the advantage will score. And Manitoba wasted no time in that play to do that. So first penalty done for Richmond Hill. Down now by 3 goals. So back to 4 skaters, still shorthanded. 1:55 left in this third quarter. So this will be, I believe it's Faulkner taking the free pass. And she gets the pass straight up there to Suki Wu. So Wu's got the run. Wu dropped it off to Lily Whale. Whale with the ring, cycling around, trying to set up a play here, trying to draw out the Manitoba defense. Drop pass to Wu. And then Whale with the ring again. Needs to get something happening here, needs to get a reset. Manitoba picks up that loose ring in the corner, drops it over, and good job by Waldner to come back for that ring. Unfortunately, her pass doesn't go very far, but Manitoba is able to tie up the ring carrier and get it back. Goalkeeper ring for Manitoba. Drop over to San Clemente. She makes a long pass up to Annika Gelino. Gelino over. And great move by Annabelle Pelletier. So she just scored the goal from the top of the triangle, and now she was able to get this one and get the goalie moving and have pretty much an open net to pop that in. Really well played. So now we've got, again, Richmond Hill. So that penalty now back at full strength. That penalty comes off the board. And Richmond Hill will try and regroup here. Last minute of play in the third quarter. Pass over to Cho. Cho passes it down into the corner there. Deep pass, that goes to Avila. Avila cycling around, again trying to draw out. Gets the pass across to Natche. And that's, oh wow, great shot there by Zhu. So apparently the clock had stopped. So now it'll be Richmond Hill and with the free pass in their own end, in the Manitoba end, trying to set up a play, trying to get another goal here before the period expires. Good check there at the line, and Manitoba able to come up with the ring. Oh, what a great give and go. Just off the crossbar. And Richmond Hill actually has 5 skaters inside the line. So it will be Manitoba's ring here. So great give and go sequence there between Callaway Sutherland and Michaela Ediger. Great shot just over the shoulder of the goalie Hosford, but it goes off the crossbar. So Manitoba's got the ring, takes the free pass. They're just wanting to get a shot on net. I think we're going to have the 5 seconds. So we'll have 1.6 seconds here for one more play for Manitoba. So I think we'll see a whole lot of blocking in front of the goalie, trying to screen her, trying to create all kinds of trouble. So, free pass being taken by San Clemente. And the ring does not get through all the bodies, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Manitoba building a 6-2 lead in that quarter there. 2 goals from Annabelle Peltier. Just a lot of very good team play and some good defensive work as well. Kaylee Robbins making some very great stops there in the net. So now Richmond Hill will have the free pass to start this fourth quarter. And they will need to use every minute they've got to try and catch up in this game here. So just again, we want to remind everybody to make sure everybody at the event here to say a big thank you to all of our volunteers at these games. We have volunteers at the front doors. We have volunteers down in the dressing room area. Volunteers doing timekeeping and scorekeeping. Volunteers doing announcing. Volunteers at the check-in desk for each of the teams. So just, it takes a multitude of people to put on an event like this, and we really want to say a great big thank you to the host committee and to all of those people who have been recruited and come out here and volunteered for this event. I think these athletes are worth our time, and we really appreciate you giving them your best efforts. So Richmond Hill with the ring. That was number 6. Ava Fair gets it up into the Manitoba end. So that's Kristen Bunting with the ring, looking for a pass opportunity. And that bounced off and gets up to center ice, but the ring gets tied up there, and it's going to be Richmond Hill's ring. That was both sides of the line by the Manitoba player. There was a 5-second delayed count on that, so when it came off of her in their own end, and then when it went into the neutral zone, into center ice there, it contacted her. The ring contacted her, so it's a 5-second count, and if her team gets that ring in that 5 seconds, that's why the whistle, and that's why Richmond Hill gets the free pass in the Manitoba end, not in center ice. So some great passing there. We've got Natse out there with Katie Bunting and with Zoo, trying to get through that triangle, but Manitoba's not letting them through. They get the ring back, fire it up, but it's picked up by number 3, Danica Swift from Richmond Hill. She makes up the pass up to center ice to Zoo. She gets tied up there, and good job by Pisny Posiak. Gets her stick in that ring and gets that tied up there. And because she's the second stick in, it will be a Manitoba ring here at center ice. Just some great work by the Piper Pisny Posiak. At least I think I'm saying it correctly. The coaches helped me with that one. That was one of the challenging ones. So Manitoba with the ring at center ice. Number 15, Abby Harris, gets a ring up high, but picked up by Richmond Hill defense by Caitlin Choi. And she's gets checked there by Manitoba. Manitoba with the ring. Shot from number 10 from Michaela Ediger on the short side, but no problem for Hosford on that one. Manitoba got the rebound back, though. And that's Claire Weeb taking a shot. Picked up the, Callaway Sutherland picks up the rebound. Trying to cycle around. Using the screen that was there. And now the shot bounced off the backboards right to the goalie. She gets it to her defense to Caitlin Choi. Choi gets it up ice to number 17 to Wu. Wu's out there with Whale. tries to get through the triangle, but trips herself up there. Her teammate, Nache, is able to pick up the loose ring. Nache with it to Wu. Shot on net to try and get the reset, but that works. It was just delayed. So again, not enough time for the shot clock operator to get that reset done because that shot was so close to the expiry. So Richmond Hill will get the ring back, really pressing to try and get something on the board here, get back in this game. So they've pulled their goalie, so Richmond Hill is putting 4 skaters inside the line, trying to generate some attack here, get some goal scoring happening. So Nache down to the corner. And that shot was from, she picked that ring off of the crease, so now pass out by Manitoba, but it gets picked up right away by Richmond Hill. The pass that Richmond Hill makes gets picked up by Manitoba, so return the favor. Now Lillywell with the ring gets it across to the defense there, up to, that's Avila. Avila up to Nache. So again, pulling the goalie, getting the 4th skater inside. So that's Teresa Zhu with the ring. Gets the shot on net. Rebound comes out, but then gets popped back into the goalie. So Robbins got that. Gets it back to her defense. And now it's up to the Richmond Hill zone. And Hosford wasn't sure where that ring was, but she ends up with it. Tries to throw it out to her team, but that goes astray. And Manitoba picks it up. So now this is Waldner with the ring. She's out there with Gelino and Peltier. Now we've got another penalty coming to Richmond Hill for a tripping, I believe. Peltier with the shot on net. And there'll be the stoppage in play for the tripping penalty. It will be Manitoba ring. So it's Nache with that penalty. Just over 6 minutes left in the regulation time of the game here. So now we've got Claire Weeb out here with Michaela Ediger. And a teammate trying to do a screen down there at the goalie. Oh, I guess we had the wrong player in the penalty box. Sorry, that was it's Lily Whale that got that penalty, not Nache. Okay, so Ediger with the ring, got the pass from Weeb, and they're out there with Callaway Sutherland. Pass goes astray there, but Manitoba able to pick it back up again. Pops it into the corner there, trying to get it to Sutherland, but she's being checked pretty hard by Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill trying to come up with that ring, but Manitoba's got it, still digging. Nobody really with it. Manitoba gets it eventually. So, and then the check there, and Richmond Hill comes back with it. This is Zhu out there with Faulkner. Faulkner picks that up just at the line. And Richmond Hill changing, so trying to create some opportunity here. So Zhu with the ring, cycling around, out there with Katie Bunting, trying to find an opportunity, trying to find an opening. So Bunting cycles around, gets around the defense there, gets a good shot on net. Good save by Robbins, and Bunting tries for the rebound, but it gets picked up by Manitoba. Shot clock went off, but Manitoba gets it back because the reset just didn't happen. Again, it's a matter of timing. So Manitoba coming out with the ring, gets the short pass up to center, and then flips it into the attacking zone, knowing that San Clemente would likely be first there, but the pass goes astray. Richmond Hill back with it. So that was Kalina Wong. Kalina Wong gets it up to Cho, Alyssa Cho. So Cho cycling, she's out there with Nache. It's a shot on net. Nache's able to pick up the rebound up. It didn't go on the net though. She's still trying to get a reset, but that doesn't happen. So goalie ring for Manitoba. Quick pass up to center ice. And then up to the Richmond Hill end. And again, this is Waldner with the ring, trying to create an opportunity. Everybody's in the crease, but it's the goalie. Goalie has the ring, so it will be the violation will be charged to Richmond Hill, and it'll be a free pass for Manitoba. So again, this is Waldner taking the free pass. She's out there with Pelletier. So Waldner looking for somebody to pass to, gets the shot on net, and it bounces off the Richmond Hill defense leg and goes in the net. Unfortunate for Richmond Hill on that one. They were doing a great job of marking the other two Manitoba forwards. So then Waldner just chose to shoot on the net, and it bounced off a leg, redirected, and went in the corner. So now Richmond Hill with the free pass again. Just under 4 minutes to go in regulation time here. That's Wu gets the pass, but it's missed at center ice and then missed again by Manitoba, so back to Richmond Hill. And Wu gets it over to the far side. This is to Kristen Bunting. She's out there with Lily Whale. Kristen fakes the drop pass, but goes cross ice to Wu. Wu takes a shot on net, and Bunting's able to pick up that rebound. Loses the handle on it, and now we end up with ring tied up, so it's going to be Manitoba goalkeeper ring. Okay, so Robbins looking to get it to her defense. Gets that over, a nice little fake. Up to center ice, that goes to number 10, to Ediger. Ediger trying for and Kristen Bunting got that just at the line, tried to make the pass to her teammate, back to her teammate in her own end, Danica Swift, but ended up going over the line on that one. So it will be Manitoba ring. So this time it will be Scarlett Hyde taking the free pass. Drops the pass off to San Clemente. San Clemente trying to get away. So the ring went off her stick out to center ice, so she just chose the whistle, picks up the ring in center ice. It's a carryover call. So it will be Richmond Hill ring in center ice. Just over 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Okay, and now we've got Richmond Hill coming back with it. That's number 10, that's Choi. Passes up the corner. Natche with the ring, gets a shot, but it goes high over the crossbar. Avila trying to get the rebound, but Manitoba picks it up. A good check by Avila in center ice there. Gets the ring back and gets it up to, tries to get up to Zhu, but picked off by the Manitoba defense. Good job by, I believe that's, yeah, that was a great job by that was Sophia Hammerla, and but then she goes down and goes for the change. Richmond Hill with the ring. Oh, and again, it looked like another crossbar there. Wow, just no luck, Avila there on that shot. Good effort. So Whale out there again with Kristen Bunting. Whale drops it off. Well, with the ring, gets a shot on net, right to the goalie. Good save. Now looking for her defense. And now Manitoba coming out with it. This is Annika Gelano gets the ring up to Waldner. Waldner gets stripped to the ring there by Whale. And then Kristen Bunting trying to get the ring up to center ice, and Manitoba picks it up, and now I believe we're going to have another penalty to Richmond Hill. This is going to be a boarding call. And I believe this one's going to be, yeah, this is number 31. It is Alyssa Cho. So Manitoba on the power play. We've got only 1 minute and 23 seconds left in regulation time here. So Sutherland with the ring, and she makes the pass over, but immediate check by Richmond Hill. Good job, not losing their focus. I mean, they're down, but they're not out. They're still working hard out here. So 29 with the ring. She gets it up to Natche. Natche over. Gets it over to Fair. Fair has the ring in the Manitoba end, cycling around, trying to set up a play here. Oh, Natche coming, breaking through the triangle, looking for that pass, and just missed it. A two-line pass, though, so Richmond Hill picks it up, coming back right away again. And that's Sue made the pass up to Fair. Fair trying to get it across, but it goes off the defensive stick. Right to Robbins, the goalie. She passes it out to her teammate. Pisny-Posiak coming back to San Clemente. San Clemente. And the shot goes high and wide. That was Pugman with that shot. And San Clemente passes it out from behind the goal line, trying to get it up, but now it's both sides of the line here by Richmond Hill. So it will be a free pass to Manitoba. 15 seconds left in regulation here. Manitoba will just try and kill this clock. Okay, so San Clemente taking the free pass, drops it down to the corner to, I believe that's Scarlett Hyde. She tries to get it out, but it goes to the Richmond Hill checking still there. And they come out with it to center ice. And that will be it. There was a penalty to Manitoba right at that final buzzer, a tripping call, but that will be a non-factor in this. So again, 7-2, Manitoba over Richmond Hill. Great game by both teams. Some good effort, and as we said at the beginning, for U16, many of these players, it is their first time at this event. So some nerves, some adjustments, but well done. So the handshakes at center ice, or the fist bumps, I believe is what it is. Everybody's still with their gloves on. Left over from COVID, I believe. So the next game after this is, I can't remember. I know I'm moving to a different sheet of ice, so let me check who is on here next. Next, it's going to be at 12:30. It'll be an NRL game. It will be Rivsud Revolution versus Saskatchewan Heat. So you will have another commentator for that game, and or tune into any of the other arenas that you'd like to. We've got 2 surfaces running here at Tony Graham Rec Center and 4 ice surfaces down the road at the Bell Sensplex. So thanks everybody for listening. Thank you to Richmond Hill and to Manitoba U16. A very entertaining game, and good luck to both of you the rest of the way. And again, you can hear those Manitoba fans. They've got their yellow Rona buckets and their wooden spoons, and I see somebody with a cane using it on their Rona bucket. So just some really enthusiastic cheering from Manitoba. Always has been every year I've ever been at the Canadian Championships. So that's it for me for this game. I'll be moving over to one of the other arenas, and we'll be doing games during the rest of the week. So enjoy. Thank you very much.